Now, last video, we saw how to change the first column in a lookup table. We saw two different methods. We used the index function to choose between the first two columns. Then we put that inside of lookup. Then we used the choose function to look up one of two complete lookup tables and put that inside of lookup. But in the comments, our teammate Excel Wizard showed a cool formula that creates a dynamic range. The goal of the formula, if this is 1, is to look up the percentage in the first column and return the decimal grade from the third column. But if we change this to a 2, now the same formula has to look up the percentage but find a match in the second column, then return a grade from the third column. Now, if we're going to create a dynamic range, we got to think about how a range works. There's a cell reference, a colon, and another cell reference. Notice the G51. If I change to the second table, the G51 is the same, the colon is the same. It's just the first cell reference that changes. So our goal is to get the F17 when there's a 2 here, and E17 when there's a 1. Well, we're going to use the index, and what are we looking up? We're only looking up those two cells, comma. And normally we put a row number here, but when you have a one-way array, since I'm really looking up a column, I can simply put the relative position of the item in the one-way array right into row number. Close parentheses. Now, right now, of course, that's a lookup function that would look up the number 0. But as soon as I type a colon and click on the last cell reference, that colon instructs index to deliver the actual cell reference rather than the value in the cell. If I hit the F9 key, you could see those numbers correspond to the full table. Control Z. For the time being, if I put a 2 here and then F9, you can see those values correspond to just these two columns. Control Z. Now I need to lock each one of these. I forgot. So they're all locked. Now we have our dynamic lookup table that we put inside of lookup. We're using lookup because we're doing approximate match, comma. And we're using array because lookup will always know to get the item from the last column, whether or not it's 3 columns or 2 columns. So that is our formula. Close parentheses, Control Enter, copy it down. In the last cell, hit F2. Currently, the formula is looking at that percentage and finding a match in the first column and returning the grade from the third column. But as soon as I change this to 2, now that same formula is looking up the percentage in the second column and returning the item from the third column. Bonus formula number 1. Hey, instead of using a relative cell reference, locking everything and copying it down, let's highlight all the items. And I'm in Office 365 with a new Excel calculation engine. So all of those percentage grades, when I hit Enter, instructs lookup to spill the grades. The formulas below the top cell are gray. The formula only sits in the top cell. Here's another cool way to do this from Excel Wizard. Instead of using index, just use the if function. Also, as another bonus, we can use the switch function. And of course, the colon and the cell reference. It's great to be on an awesome team, thanks to Excel Wizard. And of course, if you like that video, be sure to click that thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe, because there's always lots more videos to come from Excel is Fun and the team. Now, if you want to see how we did this last video, check out this video. And if you want to learn more about the amazing and versatile original lookup function, check out this video.